Hello, I'm Talia Seaton from the Market Herald Studios. The global lithium-ion battery market is expected to reach $80 billion by 2026. Joining me today to talk about how Altec Chemicals is at the forefront of a technology that is said to help shape the future of the industry as we know it is the company's Managing Director, Iggy Tan. Welcome, Iggy. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Talia. How are you?
Good, thanks. Well, let's first talk about the technology that you've developed and how this could help shape the future.
What we are developing is our alumina coating technology, and essentially what we're doing is using the coating technology to coat graphite and silicon particles in a lithium-ion battery. Now, you might not know that essentially a battery loses about 10% of lithium on its first charge, even before the customer gets it. And what happens is the lithium forms around the graphite particles and becomes inactive. So this is a big problem for the industry, and the industry has been trying to resolve this problem. Now we believe that our alumina coating can resolve this problem by coating the graphite particle. It prevents the lithium from sticking on the graphite particle and makes the lithium available for the battery. Now we're also applying the same technology to the silicon particles. Now you might know that Tesla has announced that they want more silicon in their batteries because silicon is actually a very promising anode material because it has 10 times the capacity of graphite. But there's a big problem, Talia, in that silicon expands 300% and it actually fractures. So what we're trying to do is use our alumina coating to prevent that from fracturing. And now if we are successful at this will be a game changer for the lithium-ion battery industry.
Okay, and moving to the pre-feasibility study in Germany, how is this progressing?
Yeah, so we are doing a pre-feasibility study for a 10,000 tonne per annum battery materials coating plant. So using the same technology, and the plant will be situated in Saxony, the state of Saxony in Germany. Now, Saxony is one of the biggest states. There's a lot of EV manufacturing going on in that state. A lot of battery plants been announced, and we feel that that is a perfect position for the European market. As you mentioned, Europe is planning to have 600 gigawatts of battery capacity to be built there by 2030. So excellent position to be in. The feasibility study is progressing very well. We're well into the engineering side. We've got quotes from suppliers, so quite well progressed and on track.
So what about the local state government? Are they able to get involved in this project?
Yeah, they're very excited about the project because, as I mentioned, Saxony is very focused on electric vehicle production and also lithium battery production. In fact, recently we had an opening of the site and we invited all the Saxony state officials, including the mayor of the city, and we briefed them on the project. They're very excited with the development so far. We've progressed well. And just to reinforce their support of the project, we announced previously that the state government will support the project by €7.5 million. And they stand by that support. And obviously they're working with us to help us to obtain some grants and so on for the plant itself. So they're very supportive, very excited about the project, and excited to see the progress of the feasibility study.
So you do have operations obviously in Europe and Asia, but you're based in Perth and you have a research and development lab here. What are the benefits there for the company having this here? Yeah,
so recently we set up our own research and development laboratory. Prior to this, we were using Curtin University laboratories and so on. The company decided to set up our own laboratory because really we want to fast track the development of the coating technology. And we were subject to availability of external labs, and the board decided to set up our own R&D facility. And now it's fully commissioned. We're seeing a lot of samples being processed. Very exciting. We're also making the batteries itself. So we're not only coating the materials, we're making the end battery so that we can test the end battery performance, because the most important thing about our coating technology is to see the increased performance of the battery and the increased life of the battery. So the laboratory in Perth will allow us to do that, and it's a very exciting phase of the company.
Well, there's definitely a lot happening for the company, and we'll look forward to watching the progress.
Thank you, Talia.